Welcome back to Crypto Spaces, back with another Zora update for you guys. Zora, man, the sideways accumulation. This is why people, a lot of retail investors, if you see Benjamin Cohen's chart on retail interest, it is literally at zero. Let me show you guys something real quick. I didn't plan this, but I think it's pinned in one of the discords I'm in. So let me show you guys this statistic real quick, guys. IP address is exposed, whatever, AVG. So we go to the pinned messages, man. Look at this. Look at so that orange line that you see, red, orange, whatever color that is, it's just been going down. It's literally at negative. It's at the bottom of the bottom. And this is retail interest, man. And what we saw in 2022 to 2024, or 2023 to 2024, because 2022 was the bear market, so that wasn't even that bullish. 2023 to 2024, where you see these spikes, this is where people made their most money, right? And this wasn't even retail returning. This was just retail from the previous cycle of 2021 to 2022. This was just the same money exchanging hands, right? It was the weirdest and the weakest bull run. Even though I did well, majority of people did not get what you got back in 2021 or 2017. You did not get anything of a semblance to that, right? It was just so difficult, and the market in general is just extremely difficult now. And as you could see, one of the reasons why is because there's literally no new retail has come to the space. That, like I said, it's in the negative. You can't even, it's going lower than what the chart shows, right? So that's why you see projects like Zora not performing that well. This is also one of the reasons. So even with all the innovation and many new users, there's millions of new users that are coming to Zora. There's streamers that I see that said they're going to start posting on Zora, crypto streamers, and I watch, them in my free time. Like if they're live, I just hop in, because I enjoy content. I enjoy making content. I enjoy consuming content, right? And they said they're going to make Zora, creator coins as well. But the price action is just so boring. It's so boring. But that doesn't mean we're supposed to be bearish on it. You're supposed to be buying when it's boring, right? When it's boring, you buy. When it's exciting, you take profits. It's that simple, right? It's all psychological, and it's really very simple. I think we just try to overcomplicate it. But I will say, when it's boring for this long, it feels like the most difficult thing ever, because 1 minute you're dropping 30%, then you're pumped like 10-20%, then you're back to dropping 30%, then you go sideways for like 2-3 months. That is difficult, man. It's extremely difficult to hold through this, right? But just have to stay in the game, man. Staying in the game is how you reap the most rewards, right? Never give up, right? So Zora's sitting at just under 42 cents. Just under 200 mil market cap. Volume still holding pretty well at 33 mil volume, so you like to see that. And it's coming back down to the first entry that I said, now's a good time to DCA at that 3-6 cent mark, right? It's coming back down to that area. So again, any accumulation of Zora under 5 cent, in my opinion, is a great buy. Even if Zora comes all the way back down to 1 cent, I will be a buyer. I believe in this protocol. I believe in disrupting the social media and the media oligarchs like the CNNs of the world, the YouTubes, the Googles, right? I just saw from a TheNickShirley post, they are trying to censor him on X, right? Google is trying to censor his posts on X. So this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is exactly why we need decentralized social media platform, decentralized media platforms, and Zora is one of those ways where if you're a creator and you want to earn revenue instantly, right? You come to Zora, you create content, boom, instantly you're making revenue, and because of the activated creator coin ecosystem, you post more, you have more chances of making money, right? That's really how it is, how you boil it down, right? So like I said, guys, anywhere from 25,000 to 100,000 Zora is a great bet. 25,000 Zora right now is $1,048, and 50,000 right now is $2,097, and 100,000 Zora is $4,196. So again, if the 100,000 bag of Zora is gonna it is kind of expensive. I'll say 4K is a lot of money, right? 4,200 is a lot of money. So if you can't afford that, maybe just go with 50K, because like I said in previous videos, I think Zora has the potential to get to $1, if not $5 in the future, right? So from circulating market cap, 5 bill market cap, to 25 bill market cap, anywhere in that range. And obviously max supply FDV is 10 billion to 50 billion. But like I said, if we saw the Pepe meme coin go to 11 billion market cap, my brain cannot process Zora not hitting $1 at least, right? My brain can't process that if Pepe the meme coin went to 11 billion market cap, right? So still bullish on Zora. We'll always be bullish on Zora until the thesis plays out. And we're also taking a look at the TheNickShirley here. It's actually holding up pretty well. You know what's so crazy? I talked about it at 2 mil market cap back here in the 2nd of January. And then, Ansem, massive KOL from, the Solana boom. 700, almost 800K followers talked about it, made a thesis on it after I made my thesis. And then we saw that rocket ship up to from 2 mil to 50 mil market cap. I did take profits up here, but I actually bought back down here with the same profits because I believe in this so much, right? I took the profits up here when I had the chance to. I took the profits, but I still bought back in at the lows, man. I think this thing is gonna be like, this has the best shot at creating that same meme coin boom that we got in 2024. You see how many meme coins went to billions of market cap? It was over like 10 to 20 meme coins that went to billions in market cap. We don't see that anymore, right? Last year, the only coin that I remember in 2025 that went from nothing to $1 billion in market cap was KTA Kita, right? And that was on base chain, right? So in my opinion, the only creator coin I really think has that potential to get to $1 billion in market cap is the TheNickShirley Zora, right? I really think that's going to be the case here, right? It's new. It has the creator coin, activated creator coin ecosystem. It's part of a brand new protocol that is heavily supported by Coinbase. Coinbase wants to see the success of this, and the TheNickShirley in himself has taken America by storm, and has gotten the love of America by storm, exposing the fraud and scandals in America, and how they're taking billions of dollars in your taxpayer money and squandering it for people that aren't necessarily American, right? So it's a great story. And I saw one of his posts where he went to he got like 10 million impressions in less than 12 hours, like crazy engagement, crazy viewership. I want to show the tweet. It'd probably be tough to find. I want to show the tweet where they were censoring him on they were censoring his, oh, here it is, it's right here. Okay, so Google is censoring my X. Try to search TheNickShirley on X on Google and it's nowhere to be seen. You will find everything else but my official X. I expose fraud. Fraud is bad. If you're mad I expose fraud, that makes you one of two things: stupid or a fraudster, right? And this is exactly why projects like Zora exist, right? Decentralized media, right? With Zora, if Nick has issues with like all these other platforms, he could transition to Zora, which is why he launched his Zora in the first place, right? This is his official coin, his official creator coin on Zora, right? This is the reason why he launched it, because these decentralization is why we're in crypto, because the Web 2 companies and oligarchs, these top billion-dollar companies, trillion-dollar industries, if you don't agree with, if you make content, have takes that they disagree with, they will silence you, right? They will censor you. So that's why we need decentralization, and that's why we need projects like Zora, and that's why we need people like TheNickShirley to come to Zora, right? So like I said, I think $1 billion, if not 2 billion in market cap is possible here. We saw it with Peanut. I compare the TheNickShirley coin to Peanut. The only difference is it's not an animal. Rest in peace to the animal Peanut. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. But like I said, the TheNickShirley is pretty much in the same vein, if not more massively talked about, if not more widespread and globally talked about, right? The Peanuts situation was more of a controlled situation, and it got to, what did it get to? It got to 1.8 billion market cap, almost $2 for peanut, right? Just with like one or two Elon interactions, right? TheNickShirley has gotten like 60 plus tweets, retweets, engagements from Elon, Donald Trump, and many others, right? And it's sitting here at 4.2 million market cap. That, like I said, my brain can't process this not getting to billions, right? The only difference here is that it's a creator coin and it's a tokenized person. It's not an animal, because peanut was a tokenized version of the animal peanut, right? It's still tokenized. It's still technically like a creator coin. You could call it a meme coin, but it's based off an actual animal in the real world that passed away. So it's the same thing here with the TheNickShirley coin, right? It's based off an actual person, which the official person launched it, and it is the tokenized version of said person. So just because it's not an animal, it doesn't deserve billions? Come on. I do not agree with that take. Okay. So like I said, guys, I think $429 gets you 100,000 TheNickShirley, right? $429. I think this goes to a billion market cap, if not $1.82, just like Peanut did. And you know, I've never been more confident in a thesis. I will continue to cover it. I'm gonna bull post this until the wheels fall off, because I feel like, my instinct, my research, everything points me to, you know, seeing this thing become a billion in market cap, right? So get 100,000 coins, more than enough. You're not gonna go into debt. It's not like gonna be an amount, if something goes wrong, you lose it, you're gonna have to like go into debt, or, you know, feel like you've been wrecked by the space, right? And 100,000 coins, $429. That's all I'm telling you to toss in. Never invest more than you're willing to lose. But I think the upside here, the risk reward here is so massive. I just can't not have exposure and not be a moon boy have moon boy targets for it. So as always, none of this is financial advice. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Like and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next.